Hey everyone, can you all hear me all right? Is everyone, can you hear me? Is the speakers and that working? We're all good? So, I'm Dave, I'm from Northern Design and Digital Marketing, and what I do and what I look at is how to save you a load of time, how to be a little bit lazy, and how to still get all the content out there that you need for social media, for your business, just content in general, how to automate it, and how to get it out there quickly and easily. But I'll start with a little story. In February, I worked with a couple of photographers and videographers. One of them's downstairs, highly recommend them, brilliant. We went on a photo shoot in down the beach in February, freezing, 7 o'clock in the morning. And do you know what? I thought I could have done with a bit of a coat. So let's just see what it looks like with a bit of a coat. That looks a bit better. I look a little bit warmer. Again, AI can do this for you. Still not really warm enough though. That coat looks a lot warmer, so much warmer. See, I look a bit toasty now, I look wrapped up. So much better. But while I was there, thought I'd go for a bit of a walk and go for a little wander around and just see, right, see what I can find while I'm walking around. And while I was walking around, I just happened to, one of the jockeys left the outfit here while we were here. So I gave it a little try on, see what I'd look like as a jockey, see if I could be any good at it. Turns out, oh, this has decided to not work. There we are. Turns out there was a horse as well. Horse running around the beach. I gave it a go. I look all right on a horse. I'm pretty good at it. I can ride a horse. Can I actually ride a horse? Yeah, I'm all right. So all that was AI. All that took 4 minutes to do, and it was really easy. You start with one image, you add the extra image in, and you can basically build it all into a user flow that looks like all this. So you start with a really simple image. That's me, that's the initial prompt. There's a prompt, there's all the brands. But you can also create it into actual marketing content and use your logo as well. So let's just say we've got Northern clothing. Let's create some actual marketing content for it. Stay warm, stay Northern. There's everything, all your social media ready to go. Instagram posts, stories, TikTok campaigns, all from one initial prompt. So, who am I? I started my life as a designer and I'm a nerd. I started getting into AI because one, I can't stand copywriting. I really don't like it. I'm not very good at it. So let's get AI to do it for us. I learned about different methods like the AIDA method, attention, interest, desire, action. But why not get a robot to write that content for you and create the content that works for you? So that's how I got into AI. And it's just, if this then that statements, if it does this, can it do that? And as long as you can do something a little bit logical, you can make any automation you want. And that's what today's talks are going to be about. Live demos, real clients, real work in AI, and how much time I'm actually saving people as well. So first things first, you've all got a little flyer on here. What we're going to do is a live demo. If you want, you don't all have to do this, but if you scan the QR code and ask a marketing related question about your business, we will get AI to analyze the question and find out the problem with your business. It will then write you a blog post about that and it will answer the question for you. I'll put that on my website, create all of that content live, generate an image in the style of Pixar, so it's got a little bit of imagery to go with it. It'll then put all of that content into my brand, so you will get all of that live. And then it will email you it as well. So you've got all of this content to go. And we've already got a live demo, someone's already done it today, and I can see some emails coming through of people doing that content now and created. So what I'll do is I'll show you some of that content and what that's produced. But this took, I think it was about a minute, do you think? It took about a minute to do. So what we've done is, this is the questionnaire, which you'll have all seen on the phone and what you scan the QR code. So, sorry, what was your name again, sorry? So Shannon asked the question, how do you get more SEO content to your website and how do you get more leads through that way? So we put that through this form. It analysed all the stuff, put it through ChatGPT, put it through Gemini, put it through Google VO, and created all this content, put it on LinkedIn. So your question's now on my LinkedIn as well. It's on my Facebook, it's on my blog, and it's now your email address is also in my CRM, ready for me to target you and sell you the answer to your question later on. So what does that look like? There's the answer. So this is your content created, ready and live. So AI that boosts organic SEO. So we can see there's a little summary of your answer. there's the blog post in my brand, ready to go. So this is going to be on my socials now. What is the image that it created? It created this little Pixar style SEO answer. So that's all published, ready to go. And if we go on my LinkedIn, we can read the full blog. So if I go to the blog, so I press refresh, but like I say, internet here isn't great. So there we are, there it's on my blog there. And what are the steps? How can we get SEO for your business? There's a full step-by-step guide, all written in AI, ready to go. So that's content for your business, imagery for your business, and social media posts for your business, all within a minute and all live there. I'm glad you did that before I did a live demo, because that made it so much easier for me. So thank you so much. But why do this? Let's go back to the demo. So why we want to do this? Because content takes so much time to create, and it's really difficult to keep everything consistent. And it's just, who's got the time to do it all? You need a social media manager, you need a team, or you need someone in the marketing team who can actually spend time and create all this for you. And also, how do you come up with ideas all the time? Right now, I'm getting everyone here to create my marketing content, because you've all got marketing issues, you've all got problems. So if I can answer them for you, there's my content, there's my SEO getting higher, or my ranks getting higher, because I'm answering real questions to real people. But AI is not here to replace you. It's here to make things easier, take up the time, so it lets you be more creative. It'll do the admin, it'll do all the posting across different channels. It'll repurpose your content that you've spent ages creating. Imagine you're on a podcast and you've got this hour-long piece of content. You could split that into 20 different pieces that then go on to social, go on to LinkedIn, go on to TikTok, go on to Instagram, all without spending any time doing that. It's not stopping you doing the real work. It's just saving time on admin and making things quicker, easier, and just more efficient for you all. Also, they're not here to steal your crayons. They're just here to make them better and make it sharper. One of the other things as well I didn't mention on that live demo is it's also going to create a video that answers that question. The problem I've got with it is that Google will only let me do 10 videos a day. So only 10 of you are going to get the video, but it will answer the question and create a little video that speaks the answer and gives you a little summary of how to get more SEO for your business as well. And again, I'll email you a video link, and all this will go live on my website and on my LinkedIn. So if you go to my LinkedIn after this talk, you'll see all of the videos live. But I also mentioned there's real clients and real AI, like real working examples of what's actually happening now. So these are all my clients or past clients or projects that we've pitched for people. We're all here networking. I am terrible with follow-up. If I get someone's business card, I've lost it after 5 minutes, or I put it in my bag and it's gone, or it's just absolutely content of it. It's like, I can't even read it because it's been in my pocket. If I take a photo of your business card, it'll automatically add all of that content to my CRM. It will then follow up that with an email and tell you, hi, I'm Dave, this is what I do. We can sell that on and we can give you that content and have custom emails for you. And we can have all of this ready to go. So a couple of our clients use it for exhibitions and expos like this. Whenever they get business cards come through, they just scan them instantly and then they've got them ready to go. Or they have a little user form to fill in. Again, emails, follow-ups, all done. And no matter how many we want, we could add another 20 in the chain that says, right, a week later follow-up, 3 weeks later follow-up, and we can just constantly remind people that how good our services are and why they gave us the card in the first place. Estate agents. Sounds like a really, much a normal business. They've got a lot of admin though. So this guy from Good Estate Agent, he uploads to Rightmove, he uploads to On The Market, uploads to his website, uploads to Zoopla. Now you got to think that's about an hour per property. So what we've done is he now only uploads to Rightmove. I've got a scraper that will go through Rightmove and get all of his properties. It will then automatically categorize all of the properties into buy, sold, Sunderland, Washington, Volvo, and that's based on the property postcode. So if it's SR6, it'll go to Sunderland. If it's NE31, it'll go to Washington. That might be wrong, I don't know. I think NE31 South Shields actually. But you can see this is all there. And what I'm going to show you is how quick this actually works. So right now, he's got no properties on here. You see, latest properties are all there. There is nothing on his website at all. What I'm going to do is just press play. And again, if internet goes down, live demos take ages when the internet doesn't work very well. But right now, I'm scraping Rightmove. And you can see this is his website now, publishing onto WordPress directly. So right now it's creating the post and it's grabbing the property imagery and it's posting it live. So if I go back to his website, we've got 2 properties there. Right, these are his actual properties from Rightmove. Do you want to see what the detail is? We can actually, right, let's go in a little bit more and see what the actual, there's the detail, there's property info, there's the image of the property, and then it links you back to Rightmove so you can actually buy the property as well. So you got to think how much time that's saving him and how much publication is going in, how much content goes out every day. So as soon as he's uploaded a property, this goes live. And as you can see, I don't know how many properties he's got. If I press refresh again, I think he's got about 300 properties on there. So that's a lot of time it's saving him. So if I go back to other examples as well. So like I say, I've just showed you it live working and show you everything there. Has anyone heard of Red Sky, the charity, the Heart Foundation? They do some fantastic stuff, but they haven't got time to email everybody and tell them about it. But they do have a really good social media presence. So what we do is we scrape their social media. Whatever they post on social media, they post like 3 times a day. But we scan what has the highest traffic, the highest engagement. We see how many likes it's got, we see how many comments it got, and we see how many views. So what we do is we take all that content, we pull it into a database, and we send it to their email database straight away. Now you got to think, they have to create the social media content, they also have to create the emails, they also have to send it to the right people. This does it all for you. So how much time is that saving their social media team as well? And I got one more live demo, and this is where internet is really going to play into it. But let's just see if it works. Imagine you're out walking your dog and you've got this idea of content you want to create, or you're driving along, or you've just been meeting with a client and they're like, right, that's a really good, I'm going to write some content about that. This is a question that a lot of my clients actually have. But what you can do is just record it as a voice note. Take your voice note and then publish that through and put that live on your blog. So let's do a quick live example. I want to blog about SEO, content creation, and how AI can help with that. So I've just put that into my Slack channel. That's now published on Slack. And if I run the automation, that's now grabbing my sound voice, grabbing my voice, rewriting it using ChatGPT, creating the image, whether it's Placid, Canva, whatever system you want to use. It'll get the image files and it'll post it on my website. So while that's doing that, it'll take about 2 or 3 minutes to actually run through, but this will publish the content live on my website as well. And I've got that open somewhere, so I can press refresh when it's ready to go. And like I say, live demos are always a difficult thing to do. Press refresh. Might be there now, it might not be, but we'll see. And we see we've got another post from some guy called Kira. Kira might be the lad out there, but he's already got his post content live. There we can see it's just pulling the information and rewriting it into JSON code, so then that can publish it into, yeah?
You're prompted, AI is doing all this, but
Yeah.
there could be something wrong in what it publishes.
Yeah.
The AI is prompted.
So there is a filter on there, so you can have an approval process on your phone. Just for this case right now, I've just thought I'll publish it live and hopefully no one here will do anything dodgy. My friends tested that. Luckily there is some filters in there and some adult content got took out. But it did go on my LinkedIn and said how to get into the adult world. It gave you a nice little guide of how to do it legally, which was nice. Nothing dodgy to go on LinkedIn, but it did publish it. And right now you can see, while we were waiting, it's now on WordPress, or it's publishing to WordPress right now, and it's creating that post. So if I press refresh, it's there, but it hasn't created the image. So there's the blog first. Supercharge your Northeast business with SEO, content, and AI. And now it's creating the image for me. Or it should be. Yeah, you see, it's still loading a little bit, but it does take a little bit of time. And refresh one more time. Is it going to be there? No, it's not, because it's still loading. Like I say, needs internet, but you can still see how much time this is still saving you. There we are. There's the image. So there's the image in my brand, my face, my tone of voice, my content, and a full blog of how to do it, written in an easy to understand way, and written with my tone of voice as well. So think how much time that's saving you from writing all that content and getting stuff out there. And then, let me just go back to my presentation. So it goes from voice to content to image to post. Sorry, yeah, you've got a question?
So we're seeing in the big voice space is people are constantly doing something, sorry, with the guys' text.
Yeah.
So
So if you put most of my content through an AI detector, it will say 0%, even though it is 100%. It's just, what it does is it detects things like M dashes, typical words. Everybody's heard the word delve. Nobody uses the word delve. However, it's going the other way now. People are using delve in sentences, and while they're speaking, it's AI's actually influencing the way we speak as humans. But it does detect certain things. I've got it to talk. I've gave it a massive guidelines of how to write like me, how to write like a northerner. It says words like canny, Sunderland. It'll say, as you say, it's all about crayons, and that's the way I speak as a person, so I've got it to write like that. Sometimes it does detect it and it's not perfect, but you can have approval processes. You can have little tweaks and say, right, reword this and re-prompt back. So that's all fine. And that's how it works. So this is some of the things I've built so far. So we've got marketing teams, they've got problems of how to scale up and publish all their content. AI does it for you, creates on-brand images, on-brand content, and gets it out quickly. Estate agents, you've seen what we did with the estate agents and got out content quickly. SEO written content, that's based on the content from Rightmove. One that I use all the time is I use Kanban boards to track whether my clients have paid me or not, where we are in the project status. So I've got my Kanban board, my project management linked to my QuickBooks. So if I move something in a done, the invoice is automatically sent, so I don't even have to send invoices anymore. If that invoice isn't being paid, it'll automatically tell me, right, 30 days has passed, somebody hasn't paid their invoice. Instead of just using the automatic generated one from QuickBooks, it actually sends a letter from me or an email from me that says, hey Dave, look, you haven't paid, is everything all right? Can we help in any way? So it's more personal, but also it's automated and time saving as well. So many different things we can do with this. But look at how much time it's saved. So that live content creator that we ran at the beginning, that usually takes about 4 hours to create all the content, create the imagery, create the posts, put it in Canva, InDesign, whatever you use. It took 2 or 3 minutes. So you're saving around 10 hours a week doing that content if you're posting a lot. The estate agent, for example, we're saving him 40 hours a month. He actually managed to let his admin team go out and do more research and more sales. So that saved them time and increased his leads. Now, it's not just time as well, it's money. This is based on the minimum wage for that hour. So the live content creator, that's saving about £4,000 a month in wages of time that you're wasting doing this thing. The estate agent, about £1,000 a month in time. And the Kanban board, it's just, you think about how much time and effort, it all comes back down to money. How much money are you saving by doing all of this and just automating your admin life and automating the publication of all this work? And that is my talk. Is there anything, any questions, anything that you just want to ask? Let me know. How did you think that went? Questions? Yeah, Paul?
It's done some work for me. Speak. Once talking about work, don't understand it. I have a pair of them shoes for Christmas.
No. Of course you can. Any other questions? It's just going to get better and better until people are comparing it now to the new industrial revolution, or obviously industrial revolution was the first thing, then you got the internet, which then kicked off and changed the way everybody works. people are comparing it to that, it might be like that. It's going to save a massive amount of time, but there's also going to be a lot of limitations, and it's just how you adapt to it. I don't know yet. I don't think anybody does, but I'm going all in because it's saving me a massive amount of time, and it's helping me produce content quicker, produce content better, make things better for my clients as well. And that's all that I care about is, can it help me? Yes. Can it help my clients? Yes. And that's the way I'm looking at it. Yeah. Anything else? Anyone?
About the device stands for business first.
Yep.
I couldn't find you at the start.
No worries.
The device that you have.
So it's literally just you can use Teams, you can use whatever social channel you use to like communicate. But what we do is we'll just take a photo of your business card. It'll go into my Slack channel. The Slack channel will just get watched if there's anything added. It'll then scan all the information on your business card, put it into, it'll take all the information out, and then, right, okay, I've got your name, your email, and your phone number. It'll add that to my CRM, and my CRM will automatically follow up. So whichever CRM you use, whether it's MailChimp or whether it's Sales Pipe Drive, anything like that, it can add in. So we've got clients that whenever they run a Facebook ad campaign, if somebody signs up on their phone or they just type in the information quickly, it'll automatically put that information in a pipe drive, and then their sales team gets a message and it follows up directly. So it can integrate with many different systems as well. Whatever you use it internally, it'll work pretty much. Yeah. What, sorry? Depends on which ones you use, because some APIs have a cost to them. So MailChimp is free, for example, to use. But there is other ones. I use Brevo, that costs if you use too much of it and certain things, and the AI has a little cost to it as well, but all custom pricing dependent on it. But the ones I've got live, for example, the estate agent one, he pays I think £200 a month to run that, and that's doing all of his content for him constantly. So there is costs, but I'll have to go through them depending on your needs, because it's all custom. Yeah?
Charge on a subscription basis for everything, or is it cost?
It depends on what you need, but there's an initial startup cost, so we need to set it up and work with you to get your admins, your data, and find out what your data does. And then there's just a monthly fee to keep that rolling on the background. Yeah. Anybody else? I think that's, how long was that talk? Shorter than I thought, actually, so I'm all right. Managed to record in 30 minutes. Anybody else? We're good? Enough. Thank you very much for coming. If you take one of those flyers as well, that automation is running. Please don't take them, make and ask some stupid questions, because we'll go on my LinkedIn. I'll be turning that off after today as well.